All right, let's talk about a powerhouse skincare ingredient you've probably seen, well, everywhere. Niacinamide. It gets all this praise for basically doing it all. But what does that really mean for your skin? Let's get into it. I mean, it's in serums, cleansers, creams. It's promising a whole laundry list of benefits. But you have to wonder, right? Beyond all the hype, how does this stuff actually work? Let's break it down. So, what is it? At its core, niacinamide, and you might also see it called nicotinamide on ingredient lists, is just a form of vitamin B3. Yep, that's it. It's an essential nutrient your whole body needs to function, from your brain to your kidneys. So it's not some crazy, exotic chemical, but a fundamental building block for your health. But we're here to talk about skin, right? So what does this essential vitamin actually do when you put it on your face? Turns out, the benefits are pretty broad, which is why everyone's so excited about it. Okay, first up, let's talk about the foundation. Think of niacinamide as a personal trainer for your skin. It helps your skin build up important proteins like keratin, which is what keeps it looking firm and healthy. It also beefs up your skin's natural moisture barrier, that lipid layer that locks in all the good stuff and keeps out the bad stuff, like pollution and sun damage. And all that foundational work, well, it leads to results you can actually see in the mirror. Because it's an anti-inflammatory, it's fantastic for calming down redness. If you've got oily skin, it can help get that under control. And yeah, research shows it can even help with things like dark spots and softening the look of fine lines over time. Pretty impressive, right? So the big question, what about acne? Look, niacinamide does show promise here. I mean, it helps with inflammation and oil production, which are two big culprits. But the research is still catching up. It might help, for sure, but if you're dealing with more serious acne, other treatments are probably a better bet for now. So the benefits are pretty clear, right? Stronger skin, calmer skin, clearer looking skin. The next logical question is, okay, great, but how do I actually use it to get those results? Let's get practical. How do you actually work niacinamide into your routine so it does what it's supposed to do? This is the now what. First off, there's a really crucial distinction to make. You can totally get vitamin B3 from your diet, things like fish, meat, eggs. That's fantastic for your overall health. But here's the thing. If you want to target a skin issue like redness or oiliness, eating your vitamins won't guarantee it helps your face. The only way to make sure niacinamide goes to work on your skin is to put it on your skin. Okay, so when you're browsing the skincare aisle, you're going to see it pop up most often in serums, which are great because they're so concentrated. But you'll also find it in cleansers and creams. To spot it, just flip the product over and scan that ingredient list for niacinamide, niacin, or nicotinamide. Now, what about strength? Here's a number to keep in mind, 5%. A lot of the studies show that a 5% concentration is super effective for things like fine lines and dark spots, but it's not so strong that it's likely to cause irritation. For most people, it's the perfect sweet spot to aim for. But a quick heads up, if you know your skin is on the sensitive side, maybe don't jump straight into a 5% formula. It's always a smarter move to start with a lower concentration and just see how your skin feels. You can always work your way up. And before you slather any new product all over your face, please do a patch test first. It is so simple. Just put a little bit on your forearm, wait a couple of days, and see what happens. If you get any redness or itching or swelling, that product is not for you. But if everything looks calm, you're good to go. All right, let's wrap this up by talking about the final piece of the puzzle, risks and results. It's super important to have realistic expectations for both safety and how long it takes to see changes. So the good news is that, topically, niacinamide is considered really safe for most people. The main thing to know is that it can cause your body to release histamines, which for some people, especially if you have allergies, might trigger a little bit of redness or itching. And that, right there, is exactly why we just talked about doing that patch test. And now for the million-dollar question. When will you actually see results? You've got to remember that skincare is a marathon, not a sprint. Most of the research shows significant improvements somewhere between 4 and 12 weeks. So be patient. If you've been using it for a solid 2 months or so and you're seeing nothing, then it might be time to chat with a dermatologist. So if there's one single thing to take away from all of this, it is this right here. A healthy diet is amazing for your overall health, no question. But if you want to target specific skincare concerns, applying niacinamide topically is really the only proven way to do it. You know, with its ability to strengthen your skin barrier, soothe irritation, and brighten your complexion, niacinamide is a seriously versatile ingredient. So the question for you is, could this be the missing piece in your skincare puzzle?